Hi guys, I'm putting this right in front of the video when I edit it. I did Ghislaine because I'm taking your request and I'm doing your request. I did Ghilaine Maxwell, and she bored my soul, okay? She bored my soul, but I think I was very subjective because I have been a victim of sexual abuse as a child, and even as a preteen, right? I've been a victim of sexual abuse, and I feel I am I was feeling like I'd already judged her. She was already guilty, and the courts of the Bantu do not stand for that. The courts of the Bantu require their witch doctor to stand in the middle of the road and to hear what everybody is saying, because we in Africa actually hold life in our hands. What we say can get someone executed. We send people to prison. We have a lot of power. We have people ostracized by what we say. We actually hold life in our hands. And so we are trained to be impartial at all times. And somewhere along the line, I got sarcastic, I got mean, and I got all into a fighting thing with Ghislaine. So you know what? I was actually gonna ditch it, right? But my grandmother Elizabeth said, no, 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 no. Just put what you did, and then people can just be entertained by that little bit. So I'm gonna play my Across the Realm advert, and then the reading I did of Ghislaine to where I left off will play. Okay, so those who requested Ghislaine on YouTube, there you go, there you go. We do listen to requests. Bye. Happy Sunday, everybody. There is definitely one thing I miss. I miss playing my music. I hate this copyright business when it comes to other people's work, but when it comes to my work, I'm all over that in the bag of chips, okay? The hypocrisy of humanity, the hypocrisy of humanity. I walk it, talk it, live it all day long. Okay, so today, before I open the courts of the Bantu, I found a very interesting map. I was looking for a map of Africa with country names on it so that I could reel them off one by one, all the Bantu territories. But instead, I came up with something very interesting. Okay, and if I hadn't read it twice, three times, I would have thought it was a godforsaken insult. Okay. I came across a map of Africa that actually has the meanings of the names of countries rather than the country name. They translated them into meanings, and I think that is so effing cool. That is so cool. So I'm gonna start my Bantu territory scream. And I'm going to do my Bantu territory scream, I mean, in the names, in the meanings of the names of the Bantu territories rather than the names themselves. Are you... See, I miss my music, but somehow, somewhere deep inside me, there's a song playing. Okay, so, you know, I lose it because I'm talking too much. So here we go. The vast place. Those who went away. Beautiful southern land. Stone enclosures. Land of the great river. Land of Musa al-Bik. Holy Land, land of Tanganyika and Zanzibar, Democratic Republic of the Mountains, the land of Angola, half of the land of Somalia. I don't know what the fuck this country is. Mountain of whiteness. Land of the Ganda people. Republic of the Center of Africa. Not France. Republic of the Center of Africa. I'm looking for the Cameroon. I don't know. Land of the Great Lake. That's Chad. That's not us. River of prawns. That's the Cameroon. Okay, when you read them like that, it's so funny. Let's be honest. It's so funny. Bantus are very creative or not. Okay. So, from the land of, oh my gosh, I keep forgetting. Okay, from the land of the beautiful southern land to the river of prawns to the mountain of whiteness. This is Bantu territory. And these are the courts of the Bantu. These courts right here are run by the Xhosa and one Shona woman. The Xhosa, their daughter, me, and one Shona woman. So welcome to the courts of the Xhosa, and may you be enlightened and informed by what comes out of the veil. Alrighty, today I have decided to do Ghilaine Maxwell. Yes. I have been reading your requests for readings because, you know, I'm trying to catch up with the world. I've been reading your requests and there have been a lot of requests for Ghilaine Maxwell. Frankly, I really didn't want to read her. I just could not see any extenuating circumstances and any reason to read this non-human. Okay? I didn't see any reason, but, you know, I decided why the heck not, right? A request was made and we will honor it. And my ancestors definitely picked Ghilaine Maxwell first out of all of the requests. Okay, so we're going to check out Epstein's girlfriend, and we are going to ask her questions like, was Bill Clinton ever at the island, and anything else that I can remember. Okay, so we're going to get on with it because I have adverts somewhere in the middle. Okay, bang bang. Okay, Ghilaine. 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 This should be no surprise to anyone. Ghilaine walked into the plate all frightened, looking left, looking right, looking left, looking right, as if she's being hunted. Her soul feels very hunted right now. Her breasts are everything to her. I think she must take care of her breasts better than any other woman, because she was she's like holding on to them as if they are her babies, and she is looking all like hunted. But there's something very cold about this soul. I mean, we kind of knew that already. There's something very cold about her, but we'll get through it. We'll crack that coldness, and hopefully we'll get to the real Ghilaine. Right? She is actually not that different from the way she looks on the in the physical, on the ground. She keeps her hair short as a soul, but she almost has a, this is interesting, she has a very masculine soul, not a feminine one. She has a very masculine soul, and that means that she thinks like a man, she acts like a man, and she doesn't see anything wrong with it. She has a very, this is a soul that lies a lot. Okay, this is a soul that lies a lot. So I'm going to do something interesting for Ghilaine. She lies a lot. She is mean. Evil is a very strong word, but I'm going to use it here because I don't think I've ever used it. She is extremely evil. She is extremely cold and extremely calculating, and she is totally detached from humanity and humanity's experience. Ghilaine has only got one word: I. She says, of course, people are to be eaten. See? People are to be eaten. You know, it's a dog-eat-dog world. And I just don't see the fuss. Yes, we were noticing that Ghilaine doesn't even understand why the world fussed over Epstein and why she is in prison. She doesn't even understand. And as she's saying in the plates, those girls, they consented. They consented. Nobody was pushed into doing anything they didn't want to do. This is her soul's belief. This is her soul's belief, people. She believes that nobody was forced into anything, and that's possible. Might be true, right? So anyway, I'm gonna do something interesting for Ghilaine. I do it for my readers who pay for the 50-minute reading. I'm gonna regress her into her past life because I just want to see what kind of a past life such a soul would have had, and I hope I am given her past life, because since the time change, it's become very difficult to open the veil in that direction because God is fixing things, right? So let us see. Ghilaine. Take me to your past life. Ghilaine has always been born into a rich family. The past life she's taken me to is England. She's actually going into Buckingham Palace like 200 years ago. She's actually going into Buckingham Palace like a debutante, because what I get is just a flash of a day and a flash of an activity. Clearly, this soul used to love to party, because this is where she took me to a party. She is going into Buckingham Palace, and she is going in with several other ladies. She is dressed in blue, and her hair is all done up 1800 style, and she is very happy. She is laughing, and she is drinking, and she is extremely happy, and she's weaving through. It's like I'm reading a historic romance right here. She's weaving through the room, talking to men. She's always been attracted to power, she says. So she's talking to men, and she's always looked down on other people because, servants and poor people don't exist for her. But, so what? This is my existence. And she is laughing. Oh my God, she's having such a good time. She is having such a good time. Okay. Now she takes me back to the present, and she tells me I was having a good time. I didn't hurt anybody. I didn't do anything good. I just wanted to party. this is interesting to note, people. Ghislaine must have a lot of people who don't want her to talk. She must have a lot of threats that have been thrown her way, because there are definite shadows here, like 50 or 60 shadows standing over her in this place, overbearing. In fact, like, if you say shit, bitch, we're gonna cut you. And I mean physically. Okay, so she has, which would mean that she also probably has a lot of clouds. I do not like reading people with too much clouds. Okay, so a shell falls. It falls right in her present, which is, of course, what we know. We know that the life that she led, the way she was living, came to a destructive end, and she's living the present right now. You know, it came to an end, and she is somewhere where she never thought she would be, and she is extremely unhappy. Okay, she is extremely unhappy, but she has people in her corner, like I said, like we saw in the plate. She has power. So this is Ghislaine right here. Things are not looking good for her, but she couldn't care less, because she has power. Right? She cares about the environment. She cares about the people she has to talk to. She cares about the lowest level of living. He said the filth. You can't imagine the filth over here. And all for nothing. Okay. We've already deduced that Ghislaine doesn't think she did anything wrong. We've already deduced that. She doesn't think so. So she thinks she is being persecuted by the plebeians, by the masses, by the unwashed, by the filthy. Basically, this soul is looking at the justice system and all of us in contempt. She we are garbage. We are non-human to her. So what the fuck? Okay, I accept that, because I also think you're non-human, Ghislaine. So thank you very much. So anyway, Ghislaine does have powerful people. The same shadows that were in her plate are right here. The same shadows. Okay, no buts or what's about it. She has the same shadows trying to get her out of this. That's what they're trying to do. They are trying to get her out of this. They are going to fail. Okay. So it could be her legal team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It could be her legal team, but that's not what we are seeing here. We are seeing a very powerful woman, okay, who is her friend, right? She has a woman in great power. Oh my gosh. I'm just, these days I get names, but I'm just, I get names, but I'm just not gonna say this name. Okay, yeah, for some reason now I'm stronger and I actually get names. This woman is very powerful. She is extremely, extremely powerful, and she is playing two sides of the coin. She is telling Miss Ghislaine that, I'm there for you. I'm going to get you out of this mess. Just calm down. Just relax. And she is working against Ghislaine at the same time. Okay. There is a man here and his wife who are also Ghislaine's friends. And they are warning Ghislaine about her. They are watching her do what she is doing, right? But it appears that Ghislaine isn't listening. She isn't even really listening to the friend either. She's not trusting the friend too. But she feels that the collective power of the people she's known all her life, the collective power of the people she's given a good time to, will come out and help her with this mess so that she can go back to her life. She is wrong. Okay. She is so wrong. Okay. The people, the other group of powerful people that she's banking on, who are telling her that they'll be able to do something for her, have run away. They have disengaged, disconnected, and run away. Okay, they've run away. They've collected their bags and they've gone. And there is this very powerful woman, who is telling you, I got you, but she actually doesn't. So before this whole fiasco of Ghilaine being arrested, her life was pretty much the same. Okay? Pretty much the same. People who are pretending not to like her actually adored her. She socialized, she partied, and she did what she had to do to please the most powerful man in the world. Once again, she's saying it. I love power. My love for power is why I'm here. I was warned. Don't mess with fire. And I did it anyway. Okay. So now I'm going to ask her, because I'm really bored with her. To be honest. I'm really bored. Okay, so I'm going to ask her, did Bill Clinton sleep with underage girls? Okay, this isn't even a show, but I'm going to keep it because it's in here for some reason. Okay. Ghilaine, did Bill Clinton sleep with underage girls? Did Bill Clinton sleep with underage girls? Ooh! And a shell falls right out. Usually when a shell falls like this and it's about money, hold on, I gotta read this one. Something about Bill losing a lot of money and needing help. Something about he needed help, financial help, because some business went haywire and he needed financial help, and Epstein was there for him. Okay, so he came to Ghilaine for the money. She says she was the link to Epstein for most people, right? So he came to Ghilaine because he lost a lot of money and he needed to talk to her about that. Okay. Now let me ask again. Last time, Ghilaine, did Bill Clinton have sex with underage girls? Yes or no, please? Yes or no? Yes or no? This is a very cold soul, very selfish, very self-centered. Oh, Lord. That would be an ambiguous answer. So I am going to ask her again. She has given me a yes and a no. Okay, so I'm going to ask her again. Ghilaine, did Bill Clinton have sex with underage girls? Did Bill Clinton have sex with underage girls? Did Bill Clinton have sex with underage girls? Yes or no, answer please. Yes or no? Yes or no, answer please. Yes or no? It's a no. That's what this soul is saying. This is what the soul is saying. It's a no. Okay, we'll go with that. Very disappointing, very boring. Okay, who else? Naomi Campbell. Ghilaine, what was Naomi Campbell doing in your company? Ghilaine, what was Naomi Campbell doing in your company? She was the only black woman Epstein was interested in. That is her reply. Okay. Did you all have sex? You, Epstein, Naomi Campbell. Did you all have sex? Did you all have sex? Yes or no, answer please. Yes or no? Yes or no, answer please. Yes or no? Extenuating circumstances. That's a yes. Yes, a long time ago. Okay. And then it turned into a yes. Oh. That's a yes a long time ago. Yes, yes, yes. There are 3 yeses on this board. Okay. So we can happily make the metaphysical conclusion that Naomi was very much a part of this group. She was very much an active member of this group. And I'm really bored with this reading. I'm so bored. Okay, who's next? Okay, because she is very cold. So let me see if I can find gosh, I don't know anything about Ghilaine Maxwell's story. That just sucks, except that I know that she is a predator. Okay, I'm gonna ask her that question. Okay, Ghilaine, why did you sleep with underage girls? And she says, well, nobody's talking about the underage boys. I was more into underage boys than underage girls. The underage boys knew what was up. The boys are not talking. They knew what was up. And they've kept their mouths shut. But women are always whining and whinging after the fact, pretending they didn't have fun, pretending they were not paid, pretending they were not paid, pretending that they did things against their will, even though they all benefited. Some of them bought farms in Australia from the money they were given. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't know what you're saying, but I'm hearing what you are saying. What you are saying, I'm hearing it. So, they came up with lies, just to cover their own guilt, just so that they don't feel, as who they were, which is prostitutes. They were prostitutes. They prostituted. They were paid for it. They agreed and accepted. Right? So the boys are not talking though, because they understood the game. No whining and whinging in this game. We were all having fun. Alrighty, girlfriend. Alright, now I'm just gonna take her out of the plate. Okay. This is interesting because for real, Ghilaine didn't sleep with those girls much. She didn't. This is very interesting. This is a definite I did not sleep with them. They are holding something over Ghilaine for Ghilaine not to be fighting this, and it must be the underage boys. It must be the boys, because she did not sleep with these girls. I'm going to ask her a direct question. This might be interesting. I am so bored with her. Oops. Okay, I'm going to ask her a direct question. So, Ghilaine, did you have sex with underage girls? Ghilaine, did you have sex with underage girls? Ghilaine, did you have sex with underage girls? Yes or no? Answer, please. Yes or no? She could be looking for, No, literally never. Literally never. And literally these are 2 no's. So now I've got 3 no's. I got a no the first time I just threw the shells because I didn't want to hear her talking to me. And now I get 3 no's. Ghilaine did not have sex with those girls, guys. So this means they are holding something over her, like I said. Now this is interesting. So let's find out. If it's not that maybe she was sleeping with the underage males and that's what they are holding against her. But that was a no. Okay, Ghilaine, what are they holding against you? Ghilaine, what are the women holding against you? Ghilaine, what are the women holding against you? What are they holding against you? Oh yeah. 4 of those females, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, they definitely have something on Ghilaine. And my question to Ghilaine was, what is it? Okay, so right now all she says, it's something in the past in which they were all there. You know, they were there. Okay, something she did in the past when these females that are accusing her of all sorts of things were there. Okay? What though? What? What? I am so determined to make this reading more interesting for me. Okay, first, this is what she's saying, what we all know, and the shells are saying what we all know. This is Ghilaine, this is Epstein, and these are Epstein's little girls, and she used to procure them for him. She used to procure these young females for him, right? Because she was in love with Epstein, and he was in love with her a very long time ago. Whatever they had going, it ended, and the only way she could hold on to Epstein was to procure these girls. So the secret is exactly what we know it to be, which makes this very boring, that she was the madame. She was the madame who used to create these fantasies. But there was a woman in her life, like a lover. There was a female lover in her life as well, who was also shared by Epstein, who also had all these little girls, and it's all gone to hell now, right? And that's what we know is what they are holding against her. Basically, they just added, she is saying, this soul is saying, they just added on more things that I didn't do. I didn't do them. I didn't sleep with them. I only procured them for him. But now they just want me to be punished, and they want my sentence to be longer and bigger. Oh yeah, well, I never like to ask if Ghilaine is, is Ghilaine, okay, Ghilaine, are you going to go to prison? Ghilaine, are you going to go to prison? This girl is not very bright upstairs. Okay, I just have to say it out loud. It's not that she's cold, it's just that she ain't got much upstairs. Everything that has happened in Ghislaine's life has been done by a man. Okay, she's always had a man to sort her shit out. You know what I'm saying, guys? She's always had a man. And right now she's in a state because she is completely on her own, and she knows that she shouldn't trust the people she is relying on. Having said that, I was asking her if she was going to go to prison, and she went all blank. Hopefully we get an answer. Well, okay. When a shell falls into the future, it depicts destruction. It depicts death. It depicts death. Okay, so I imagine that I meet Ghilaine when she is very suicidal and she's already thought about death and she's thought about doing the Epstein. And I'm sure the prison knows that she's very suicidal right now, and they are taking precautions, because that's basically what she just said. She just said she'd rather kill herself than go through this hellhole of a life over things she did not do.